So I already did my foundation and my concealer. It was super simple, so I didn't feel like I needed to film it, but I used a mixture of this Too Faced Born This Way foundation and this Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define foundation. I mixed these two because I'm kind of like in between foundation shades right now. And then I concealed my under eyes with this ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I love this stuff. This is the shade Medium 30. And then to bake everything, I used the Laura Mercier setting powder, or just like the regular translucent powder. I have like the mini one from Sephora, and then I just put it under my eyes and then also along this area. So I'm using this Chella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. I think I got this at Ipsy Gen Beauty, I think. And it's cool because one side is a brush and then the other side is just like this pot of brow pomade. So I'm just gonna like stick my thing in here. I'm just going to wipe it off on the sides so that way all the product is on the tip, and then fill in my brows. I'm going to start with the outer end of my brow and then just fill it in like that. I really don't know how to do my brows. It's always like a hit and miss. Sometimes they're really good, sometimes they're bad. I'm gonna pray that they're actually decent today. For this part of my brows, I just take the brush and I flip it like this, and then I just stroke up. I don't want that much product on it because I don't want it to be too dark here, but I do want a little bit of more definition. Okay, so that is one brow filled compared to this one, and then I'm just going to repeat the process. So yeah, I'm seeing Blackpink. I stayed up to watch their Coachella performance and it was so good. So I'm really excited to see them at Prudential Center. I don't really listen to that much K-pop, but I really like Blackpink. They're really pretty and they have really nice outfits. I don't know what they're saying because I don't understand Korean, but I do understand pretty outfits and fun choreography, so that's enough. My brows are filled. I'm just gonna set them with this Kokie brow mascara. This stuff is really good and I like it because the wand is pretty long, so you don't have to do that many swipes when you set your brows. So I'm just gonna start in the middle and comb through, but I'm not pressing too hard because this stuff is pretty dark already, so I don't want to add too much color. Now for the fun part, I'm going to do my eyeshadow. So first I need to prime them. This is the Morphe eyelid primer. I tried other eye primers before. They're all kind of like the same to me, so this is just what I'm using in rotation in my makeup collection. Okay, so now for the colors. I'm using this Chasing Rainbows palette from Colourpop. I love this stuff. As you can tell, it's pretty dirty because I've been using it quite often. Okay, so I'm going to take this Morphe brush. I actually found this in the garbage at work, but don't worry, I cleaned it. And I'm going to take this shadow called Wishlist and Woke and kind of just like dip my brush in both of them. And then this is going to be the crease transition color, and I'm just going to put it in here. And go for it. Just more. And this doesn't have to be perfect because it's just a crease transition color, so it can be messy. So I never really wore colorful eyeshadow until now because I made it a 2019 goal to be more creative with my makeup. So I made my brother buy me this palette for Christmas, and I've been using it pretty much every time I go out, like to a club or like a concert, just so I can get used to the idea of playing with color, and I thought this palette was perfect for it. Okay, so now I have the pink in the crease and it's pretty even. So now I'm going to take a flat shadow brush and go in with this shade, what is this? I think it's called Manifest It, and I'm just gonna pick up some product and then pat it on the outer corner of my lashes. I mean, my lids. So I only dipped my brush in the palette for a few seconds, and you can see that the color payoff is so good that it just, a few dips was enough. So I'm just like cleaning it up a little. That. Now I'm gonna go in with the same brush because I don't feel like getting another one, and I'm gonna go in with like this deep purple in the shade Keep Cool, and I'm just gonna get a little bit on my brush and deepen the crease a little. You can barely see it, but we can always go back and darken it up. Now I'm going to take the shade Not Playing, and I'm just going to use my finger because this is a shimmery shadow, and I feel like for ColourPop the shimmery shadows work best with your finger. Okay, so I'm just going to take it on my finger and then drag it on this part of my lid where we have no shadow. And this doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to go over this section with glitter anyway, but I just want it to be kind of like a base. And I'm also dragging it towards the middle so that way it blends in with that hot pink that we put in. And then I'm just grabbing some more and doing the other lid. Oh, I hope I'm not blocking it with this mirror. Okay, so that is the shadow so far. I think I'm gonna go in with that same crease brush and go back in with the Woke and Wishlist and kind of just like buff this out a little bit more. I'm gonna put on the glitter. So for this I used the Stila what is this called? The Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow. This is the shade Sunset Cave. I got this at the Stila Cosmetics sample sale, but any of their shadows work. They have like tons of this stuff in different shades, and I'm going to strategically place it on my lids. I'm kind of gonna do a cut crease kind of thing with it, so just watch. So I'm just gonna look down. Boom, so that's with the glitter and then without. It's basically the same thing, but the glitter is just intensified, so I'm going to do the same thing with the other eye. Nice. Okay, now that I'm looking at it, I kind of want to make the outer corners darker, so back with the flat shadow brush, I'm going to go in with that dark purple, Keep Cool, and I'm actually going to mix it with this dark brown called Realness. Stuff is like so hard to read. Okay, and then just in the corners, just patting it into place. And I'm kind of making like a V in the corner down here. Cool. And then again, going with the fluffy blending brush, blending it in with that transition shade that we put before. Cool. Okay, now I'm going to do the liquid liner. I always do liquid liner. It's like my signature thing, and I rotate liquid liners like every month or so until I like use it up. So this is the CoverGirl liquid liner. I'm not sure what it's called. When I interned at a place, they gave me this CoverGirl liner, and I actually really like it. It's kind of like a brush felt tip, and you have a lot of control. So if you're kind of a beginner with liquid liner, I would suggest the pen, but if you're kind of like an expert, you can use this. So I'm just gonna create the line on top of my eye first, and then I'm gonna create the wing. So actually I'll start with this one. We are putting on false lashes, so I feel like when you're doing false lashes, it's really important to do like a liquid liner so that way you can hide the band, because I'm not a pro at putting lashes on, so it like kind of hides all the flaws. Okay, so now for the wing part, I'm just going to kind of pretend that this bottom waterline, like, just make a straight line as it's continuing out of your eye. Does that make sense? So here's my waterline, and I'm just gonna now I'm gonna go back with the eyeshadow and do the lower lash line. So I'm gonna take that same shadow brush. I'm just gonna like clean it off on my wrist and then go back in with Woke and Wish List. Oh my god, I keep burping. And then just kind of buff it in my waterline here. That way it's not too heavy on the top of my eye, and then it has like some balance at the bottom. Then I'm gonna take a mix of this hot pink and this purple, I don't want to read the names, and then buff it in on the outer corner. Okay, so I zoomed you out a little because now we're going to do the rest of the face, and I'm going to put on my false lashes. So the false lashes that I used for the sweetener tour, I got off AliExpress. I'm going to do a whole entire video of all the things that I've accumulated that I bought off AliExpress, and you can get some really nice lashes there for super cheap. So this is what they look like. Unfortunately, I don't have the pair that I used, so I can't reuse them because you can reuse these like 2 or 3 times. But I'm just going to get some tweezers. I just started wearing false lashes, so I'm still learning how to put them on. Don't judge. I'm going to use Duo Lash Glue. This stuff is so good. I always use the dark adhesive. That way, if you put too much or too little, it just blends in with the lash band. And I just and then I learned this trick from someone on YouTube, and it's to put like an extra dot at the end of the lash strip because they never freaking stay. So just some extra glue because those are like the problem areas. Okay, so now we do a prayer before I put these on that I don't mess it up. I like to look down at the mirror so that way I can just place it on top and then kind of wiggle it back and forth to where it's supposed to go. So let me scoot up. Okay. Ooh. I don't wait the full 30 seconds because I think they dry faster than that. So okay, here we go. Oh my god, I did it. These lashes are insane. Like oh god. Okay, so that is one pair. Look at the difference between my eyes. Like here I look like an anime character, and here I just look like a regular person. So if I were to do a video on all of the AliExpress stuff that I bought, would you guys want it by category, like all the beauty stuff in one, and then all the clothes, and then like all the random accessories in another? Or do you want them, why is it not focused? Or do you want the video to be just like as the items come in? So that way it's like a little bit of everything and then you can just watch them all. Or do you want it by category? Because I don't know how you guys want them. These lashes look like I face tuned my eyes. So when I hold the lashes with my tweezers, I kind of like to do it on the end because sometimes when you hold them close to like the root of the lash, it can get stuck with the glue, so that it like won't, and then when you try to take the tweezer away, your lashes come off with it. So I just try to hold them at the end as possible. If possible, as possible, I don't know. I can't concentrate. Okay. Okay, so there are the lashes. Now I'm going to blend them in with some mascara that I have to get. This is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. This stuff is really good. I like it a lot. It reminds me a lot of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So I'm just going to use this on my bottom lashes, and since my top lashes are like super intense, I kind of have to balance it out on the bottom. Oh, now the eyes are almost done. I'm just going to go back in with the same ColourPop palette and take another flat eyeshadow brush and go in with this color here. It's called Blurred Lines, and I'm going to use this as my highlight, or inner corner highlight, just to intensify it a little bit. And then also on my brow bone, because like my eyes are already pretty sparkly, so why not more? Nice. Okay, now I'm gonna finish the rest of my face. This is another Morphe brush that I found in the garbage at work, and I'm just gonna wipe this away. Now I'm going to kind of contour my face using this Benefit Hoola bronzer. I've had this for so long, and it's the mini version, and I don't know how it's not empty yet. I really like using the brush it comes with just because it creates a really nice sharp line. So I'm just going to go in the hollows of my cheeks and then bring it up a little. I feel like I have a very like chubby face. It's very like round and flat, so I like to bring as much dimension as I can to it. And also hairline and nipples, and also nails. And I also get here on the chin and down here. Okay. Now for blush, I'm going to use this NARS duo that I don't know if they still make this. They probably make the individual shades, but this is a duo called Adoration, and I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. brush, and with this pink here, I'm just going to put it on the apples of my cheeks. And I like to kind of swirl the blush on, that way it like really buffs in with the setting powder or the baking powder that we used, or I used. Cool. And then on the other side is the highlighter, so I'm just going to take this Real Techniques highlight brush and then go on the apples of my cheeks. And then I'm going to put it on my nose, just at the tip right here, and then on my lips. Boom. So when I went to the sweetener tour, I actually did put some more glitter. So this is the Wet n Wild for Face and Body glitter. It kind of has the glue already in it. You can use body glitter, arts and craft glitter, and then use some like clear gloss or like Aquaphor to stick it on. So I'm just gonna kind of put them on my cheeks just for extra glitter, because why not? I basically wear this glitter every time I go on to a concert. So when I went to the sweetener tour, I'm pretty sure I used just a mixture of the Fenty gloss, this is like the original color, and this Victoria's Secret lip gloss. I'm just gonna put this on, and then I'll probably have to reapply it because this stuff does not stay, like, whatever. Yeah, I'm so dramatic. And then the final step, Urban Decay setting spray. This stuff is so good. Okay, I'm just gonna put a lot, because I worked so hard. This needs to be preserved. So this is how I did my makeup for the sweetener tour. Some people asked if I could recreate it, so here you go. This is basically my go-to lately for when I go out to the club or like go to a concert. It's just fun, and it's pretty simple to create because you're only using one palette. I will link everything that I used down below, so that way you guys can recreate this look. Hopefully you guys like this video. It's my first like get ready with me / tutorial that I've done in a really long time. Let me know what other videos you guys would like to see, so that way I can film them for you. Like I said, I'm going to have an AliExpress haul coming, and I will be vlogging this Blackpink concert, so yeah. Thanks again guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Your eyes fell to the floor.